What is up, guys? Charlene FX, your favorite female trader, here with a video for you guys. Here, this is gonna be a doozy. All right, guys. So we took a loss today. We took a loss on the 29th of August, Monday. Right, the week just started, but the month is about to come to an end. Called this trade in my signal group. We've been on a very good win streak on the last couple weeks here. We had, one or two losses here and there, but for the most part we've been winning a lot. And this was the first I would say major loss that we've taken, based risk reward wise. It was pretty nasty. It was pretty nasty, and the reason why we lost this trade is just I broke my rules. I guess I've been kind of excited lately because, been calling a lot of wins, and, I had a 29K week last week, and, it was really, really cool. So got a little ahead of myself, and I broke some rules, and we took a loss, but that's okay. Losses are part of the game. It happens. I try to be as transparent as I can about the realities of trading. And, basically what it is. This is the ugly side of trading, guys. We take L's. Not everybody takes wins all the time. Nobody takes wins all the time. Everybody takes an L every once in a while. So, it's nice to actually take a loss and be able to break it down and show you guys, what happened, what I did, how I broke my rules, what rules I broke, and how you guys can avoid, making those same mistakes. All right, so yeah, took a nasty, you want to say a 10K loss today, and it's weird that I can laugh about it now because, me 2 years ago would have been crying right now. First of all, it wouldn't have been this big, and I would have been a wreck at this point. But it is what it is. It's all good. Let's go over this breakdown real quick for you guys. All right, so well, before I get into that, who is my broker? Who do I broker with? What broker did I take this L on? Right, I have multiple accounts, but this is one of my main accounts here, one of my biggest accounts as well. And my broker is Hanko Trade, guys. Hanko Trade is my broker. Very good ECM broker. Excellent customer service. They're always here to help you when you need something. They offer all kinds of account styles, or account types, I should say. Great customer service, fast withdrawals, fast deposits, MT4 and MT5 on all the platforms, guys. So take a look at the link in my description box, and if you want to sign up with them and have a trusted broker that you can, know that your money is safe with, give them a look, give them a try. All right, so that's. So let's talk about this trade, right? Let's talk about this, right? So I took 3 positions open, and I took them at the 17.35.79 price point, in that ballpark, and I got stopped out in the 17.39 range. All right, so a 9.9K L off this trade. Pretty bad. All right, for the average person. All right, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about this trade. So when I came to the charts this morning, the markets were, or gold I should say, was right around this area, right? I come to the charts about 7 every day, and the markets were right around here. So I knew that I was looking for sells overall, right? Because the market is overall bearish. It's been bearish for several days now, right? So the market is dropping here. I'm looking for a pullback, and then I'm looking for price to continue bearish. That is my ultimate plan for this trade. So what happened, right? What happened was I wasn't patient enough, guys, and I was a little too tight with my bias, because yes, the market is trending bearish. You want to go with the trend that's going to give you the highest probability to win your trade. But at the same time, I should know, which I trade gold all the time. Even on a counter trend trade with gold, you can get, a good amount of pips. You can get a good setup, right? Based off this move here, I mean, this is easily probably a 200 pip push here. All right, so you can get a good move off that move there. Now, another reason why I kind of shouldn't have taken this trade is because I broke out my fibs off this. And if I look at my fib level, I really shouldn't have been looking for entries until potentially around that point there, right? We had price coming down, making a low, and we wanted to come back and make a high, and then come back down to our daily low right here, which I should have done, but I did not. What I was looking for ultimately, guys, is for price to respect this H4 low. This is an H4 support. I needed, we broke, we had a bearish engulfing at the support. I was looking for price to pull back, respect that support as a newfound resistance, and then turn around and go back bearish. The rules that I broke is I didn't wait. You always have to wait for price to reject at the level you're looking for it to respect. You can't just enter a trade based off, you know, one confirmation. I did enter it off of two confirmations here. We were bearish. We had the pullback. So that's 1, 2 confirmations. And the H4 had closed. I was waiting for the next H4 to open and to continue down for me. And it went against us. It went against me, okay? If we look at price here on the 1 hour time frame, you'll see that price literally closed right there. It closed right at the level I was looking for it to respect. So I was trying to catch it at the opening of that candle and ride the wave on down. And it did not wait long enough. I did not wait for maybe a couple 30-minute, couple 15-minute rejections, couple bearish closes. That's what I should have waited for, to see if price was actually holding, if we were breaking supports for price to continue down. Also, another mistake that I made, guys, was this is a big drop here. This is not much of a pullback based off this drop, but because it's in a downtrend, I didn't expect it to have a big enough retracement for it to continue down. I was anticipating that price was just going to pull up here, give us a nice, let me see how many pips this is, 160 pip push for it to continue back down. 160 pips is a good amount on gold, right? But it didn't, it kept on pushing. And I'm also kicking myself because I missed out on these buys. I could have taken these buys here. I just didn't feel comfortable taking buys in the middle of this zone right here. We had a bullish engulfing. We had a support formed here and price started pushing. Would have been an excellent trade to take buys, but I was too stuck on my sell bias. I was really looking for that overall move. So I said, you know what? I don't care about the buys right now. I'm going to let the buys go. I'm just going to be patient and wait for the sells. Now, I was patient and let the buys continue up, but I wasn't patient enough to let them finish to see where price was going to retrace and potentially come back down. Also, I also told my signals that if I wanted price to respect here, if price did not respect this level, I would be looking for buys to continue up because this was our last major level here. So what I would be looking for is for price to do this, this, and then potentially that. Right? Didn't wait for that either. Price just continued pushing. I wanted to hold. I held. Excuse me. I held and price just continued to push. Took us out of the trade, and that is Monday for you. That's our Monday for today. We had no news, no nothing. So this was straight technical, straight market conditions, just doing what it does. And took that L. Took the L, man. Could have had a nice win on the buys if I would have just stuck to the 30-minute bias and looked for the low that had been formed here and then taken the retracement, potentially have gotten out or maybe 20, 30, 40 pips and then maybe closed out and waited for price to potentially come down to look for continuations. Or if price continued pushing, you know, it is what it is, right? But I didn't do that. It happens. It is what it is, guys. Kind of kicking myself. I don't like to start the week off with a major L like that. For me, you know, I don't know how you know, my signals took it, but you know, I always preach, you know, practicing good risk management, because you never know. The probabilities are 50-50, you know, when it comes to trading, but you have to always err on the side of caution, right? So risk management is always important, guys. The reason why I'm okay with the loss that I took is because, guys, I accepted the risk. I accepted the risk that I took. I knew I was entering aggressively, right? I didn't wait on an extra or more confirmations, right? I was trying to enter off the higher time frame. However, it went against me, and I got to be okay with that. But you always have to know that you'll bounce back. Expect losses, guys. Expect to take losses in the market because they are going to happen. They're gonna happen. It's that simple. Like, you're not gonna win every single trade. You could even lose 10 trades in a row, but as long as you know, take a win that eats up those losses or even breaks even, that's what makes you profitable. It's not about how many wins and losses you get. It's about your risk to reward and how profitable you can be. That's it. That's what tells you if you're profitable or not. Are you winning more than you're losing? And by winning, I'm not winning the number of trades. Are you profiting more than your losses? All right. So that's basically what that's about, guys. Crappy Monday. Crappy Monday. The end of the month is around the corner. I'm still seeing sells. We are at a major support here, and that's what I told them my signals this morning. We are lingering inside of a major support, and if we're able to break that support, most likely we're going to continue down, because we also have a double top. We're at the neckline right now. If we break this neckline, we should for sure come back, especially to correct this gigantic bullish move that we were on not too long ago. All right, so that's that, guys. That's the quick breakdown on this trade. Looking to bounce back for the rest of the week. Let's see here. Let's take this off. All right. And as you can see, the buys are still pumping away here. I'm going to take this off because we're not even in this trade anymore. The buys are still pumping away. So how you can avoid trades like this, how you can avoid this stuff, guys. Stick to your rules, but follow your plan. Okay, my plan was to let price pull back, wait for price to respect this level, and then come down. That was my plan. The only thing was, within that plan, I have a specific set of rules, right? Trading rules that I'm supposed to follow. Wait for that level to be respected, look for rejection levels, look for supports to be broken, and be patient. Be patient with the market. So the biggest mistake that I made wasn't even waiting for rejections or nothing like that. It was just patience, guys. I practiced patience with the initial move, but I didn't practice patience with my entry. Okay, that's what you want to learn from this video, from this loss, is to practice more patience on your entries than anything. Because when you enter the trade, guys, you are committed. You're in it, and it's either, you know, do or die at this point in time. So you want to make sure that you enter at the right point. All right, but at the same time, we're human. We're gonna make mistakes. You're going to break your rules every now and again. This is not the first time I've broken my rules. It won't be the last. It's just that fact. It's that simple. You're going to break your rules, but just make sure that when you do, you accept the level of risk that you take with that trade. If you know you're about to break your rules, and you cannot avoid, you can't stop yourself from hitting that buy or sell button, then just reduce your risk, guys, so that if you do take a L, it's not as bad. All right, this L that I took could have been way worse. I could have been stubborn and held. No, once it came to around my stop loss, just got out. Just get out of the trade, accept the loss, and move on from it. I'm not taking any more setups for today. This was a very decent sized loss on my account, so I'm not taking any more trades for today. I'm not risking it. Also, even if I was to take a trade, I would need to wait for price to pull back at some point, and then wait again for more confirmations to look for the continuation of buys, especially when we're in a selling market. All right, so that's iffy. All right, so guys, that's this video for today. Tough loss from me and my guys, but you know what? We will bounce back. As always, do not beat yourself up about losses, guys. They happen. Just make sure that you learn from your mistakes. You journal your trades. You practice proper risk management. You practice the right psychology, and you're gonna be fine. You're gonna last. Doesn't matter how many losses you take. You're always going to bounce back. Just always know that, because the same way you lost a trade is the same way you could have won if you made one or two changes. All right. So that's this video for today, guys. Hope you guys learned a lot. Please like, subscribe, drop me some comments. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see, and we'll catch you guys later. And also, if you're interested in joining my signals group, go to my Instagram at CharleneFX. The information is in the description box below. DM me, inbox me, go to the link in my bio, and we will continue from there. All right, guys. So I'll catch you guys on the next trade. Peace out.